Okay, now, good morning, dear students, and let's start our practical lesson. The topic which we are going to discuss today, writing a research paper. Before going into the topic, we have to answer to the following questions, yes, in order to understand the meaning of a research paper and what a research paper means in the life of a person. Okay, now have you ever had to write a research paper? Have you ever published any research papers? Have you taken a part in a scientific conference? Do you think research projects run smoothly? What are the reasons for not completing a research paper on time? Have you begun working on a master's thesis yet? Okay, now under the below the topic we see the text writing a research paper and your task was to read the text at home in order to understand the content of the text, and coming into the classroom we do the several tasks concerning the text. Okay, now the first task which we are going to do, that we have to answer to the questions. Under the text are given the several questions that we have to answer and try to, for example, to understand, as I have mentioned, the content of the text we are going to discuss today. The first question is, what is a research paper? What skills do you need to write a research paper? What is the basic structure of research paper? Why is a title the most important part of any scholarly paper? What is the purpose of an abstract? Why do abstracts matter? What is the difference between an abstract and an introduction? Why is the main body the longest part in a scholarly paper? What should the conclusion of an academic paper include? How is a reference list arranged? What do you think makes a good researcher? Okay, now thank you for your active participation in answering to the questions. Now let's come up to the next exercise. Now here in this exercise we have to complete the sentence with one, two or more words from the text. If you, for example, making some, for example, collapse in the text, in the exercise, you may go back to the text again and read it again and complete the sentence with its meaning. Okay, now the first sentence: a research paper is a piece of academic writing based on its author's original original researches on particular topic. Okay, now here we see that a research paper is a piece of academic writing based on its author's original researches on particular topic. Okay, now the rest of the statements we do yourselves. Then we will check it, whether you are wrong or you are right. The next match the words with the Russian equivalents. Now here are given several words and with their translations. And your task is we have to match the English variant of the word with its right translation. The first is reference list, yes, and if you carefully look for the translation of this word, you can find it very easily. It is список использованной литературы. C variant is right here. Excuse me. Okay, now the next task which we are going to do, it is give the English equivalents from the text above. That here are given the Russian variant of the words. And your task is to give their translation. Результаты исследований. The results or the results of the research. Results of the research. Okay, now, and other words, the meaning of other words and word combinations, and the English equivalents you have to give yourselves. You have 3 or 4 minutes to fulfill this exercise, and then we will check it. The next exercise which you are going to do, match the following English words with their synonyms. Again, we have to match, and in the fourth column are given the words, and then in the next column are given their synonyms. And the first is topic. The word is topic, yes, and the synonym of this word is, if you look through this among these words, we can find it easily again. This is theme or subject. This is the right version. And other, again, start doing the exercise. The next exercise which you are going to do, put the words in the correct word order. Now, if you read the text very attentively, you can do it very easily, yes. And how, for example, we put it in the right word order, yes. And we start in the first, yes, the introduction. The introduction is a brave presentation of the main topic. Yes. Now here we see the introduction is a brief presentation of the main topic. Now here we put the sentence in the right word order. Okay, now you have to do yourselves, and then at the end we will check it. And for this exercise, you'll be given again 3-4 minutes in order to put the statements in the right word order. Okay, now the next task which we are going to do, it's a writing task. Writing a research paper can be done step by step. Yes, we know. Work in groups of 3 or 4. Here we have to discuss. Put this sentence in the logical order and translate them. It's necessary to translate them. We have to put this sentence in a logical order. What comes first and what will be the last. Ask a teacher or research supervisor to read your work before you publish it. Search for credible sources online and at a library. Revise your first draft and improve the content, logic, and the flow. As you conduct research, try to make your paper's subject more and more narrow. Revise, edit, and proofread your paper for spelling, grammatical, and formatting errors. Make sure your paper includes an abstract, an introduction, body, paragraphs, and conclusion, and a reference list. Plan your essay and create an outline to map out your paper structure. Choose a research topic that interests that challenges you the most. Write the first draft of your paper and organize materials you have gathered according to your outline. Okay, now the first, everything concerns with the topic, yes. Whether you, if you choose, for example, an interesting topic, everything gets well. That's why the first should be choose a research paper topic that interests and challenges you the most. This is the first, and other ones we have to put step by step. Then we check it. The next task is a translation task. So we have to translate the sentence from Russian into English. Чтобы написать хорошую научную статью, необходимо время, тщательное планирование, навыки письма и исследовательские навыки. how we translate it. Yes, the first statement we do together with you, and then we try to check it. When we check for example, the exercise, we have to be very attentively with the writing, with the, for example, we should check it with the text, and also we have to be very attentive with the translation of the sentences. Чтобы написать хорошую научную статью, необходимо время, тщательное планирование, навыки, письма и исследовательские навыки. How we will translate it? Yes, when we translate these sentences into English, mostly we have to start with what? We have to start with the what words are important, yes, in the text. And as you have mentioned that while translating the statements, we have to pay attention to the active vocabulary given to the text, in the text. Let's writing a good research paper. Writing a good research paper requires what? Requires time, careful planning, writing skills, and research skills. And research skills. Writing a good research paper requires time, careful planning, writing skills, and research skills. Okay, now let's start doing the exercise. We do this exercise in written form, and then we check it. Okay, now we come up to the speaking part of our lesson. Now here we have to prove the following statements. A research paper has a clear structure. Each section of a scholarly paper has a specific goal and requirements. A good research paper is one that is finished. Okay, now let's start doing this exercise in groups, and then we have to collect the good ideas and the next task which we are going to do, it's a dialogue. We have to work in pairs and make up a dialogue to a given situation. Here is given a situation. Work in pairs. Student A is a second-year master student. He or she has published a number of successful research papers. Student B is only preparing to write a research paper. He or she have no skills of writing. A asks B questions about the common structure of a research paper. She also wants to learn what makes a research paper effective. Yes? Okay, now start doing your dialogue. You teach academic writing to master students. Give a talk to your student on how to write a great research paper. Yes, it's like a public speaking, and public speaking mostly helps the students to avoid the shyness. And the last task which you are going to do, it's a work in pairs. Search the internet and make a presentation on writing a research paper. Consider what steps in the research process are more important, less important, and why. I think that this task we do as we take at the home assignment, and at our next lesson we will check it, and we choose the best presentations at our next class. Thank you for your coming. Thank you for your attention. See you at our next lesson.